folks, it's Wesley. Hello, and welcome to another edition of To The Point. It'll be on Friday, the 24th day of March. Yeah, think about it, man. We could be wrapping this month up pretty soon. Pretty soon. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome. I'm your host, GT. I'll be around with you for the next hour. And thanks for those of you already tuned in. If you're viewing via GBN TV, good morning. How are you? Whether it's Channel 7, Channel 11, or Channel 20, good morning and welcome. Those of you via social media platforms, yes, Facebook page, the YouTube channels, hey, good morning. Those of you via GBN's webpage, I want to wish you a lovely day also, and welcome to another edition of To The Point for today, Friday. And those of you listening, yes, folks like to say it in this, but they like to use this word, terrestrial. Yeah, the old school way. Radio, good morning to you. And whatever part of the island you are listening us from, good morning to you and welcome. If you're in the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, welcome also. Certainly hope all is well in the Sister Isles. Haven't been to Carriacou in a wee bit. Yeah, I'll be a couple of years now. Haven't been there. Hope to do that during the course of 2023. Promise that. So welcome, folks. We'll be having an open line edition this morning here on To The Point. So it means your phone calls are welcome. There's a particular issue you would like to speak of, feel free to do so. Telephone number 435-2041. I always strive to get that feedback from individuals living in the various communities. If there's something positive taking place in your community that you would like to show some emphasis on, give it some show some love to it. Feel free to do so. But sometimes we tend to dwell on the negative. Maybe we could kind of throw that out today. See if we could try that. All right, 435-2041, 435-2041. Your phone calls are welcome. I already see we do have our first caller. Let's go to the phone line. Say good morning to the caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
I'm very good, thank you.
All right.
GT, I want to say congratulations. Yeah, I would like to say congratulations to the young man who worked his way, got education in Grenada, further studied in Toronto, and now he's a Grenadian pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say congratulations to the families, because I know it's not easy for school fees and all that, and the strong determination to the young man. I hope that other young people in his village here in Grenada will look up to him and try to walk in his footsteps. And congratulations again. Continue to keep up the good works.
Right.
Now, there is a thing on not social media, on the news, where they went and they searched Monkreach for whatever. Now, there is some callers that call in on other stations and criticizing all Monkreach. You have one caller that said, well, where they was leaving and they had to pass Monkreach, they wouldn't even pass there to go to school because of the people, and they were so bad and so on. Now, GT, I don't know if the young man or whom people have guns or ammunition. I have no clue. But what I would like to say, what I do know as a fact, that not all the people in Monkreach that, as you say, know good and bad. I know of good people that come from Monkreach, young people, and there are a lot of negative ones which I know too, and most of them die out already. And I think that styling and painting everybody with that negative brush is not right. It's just not right for any village. Because no matter what there is, might be one out of the 1,000. So let us get our mind together and stop criticizing everybody for what we don't know. But then again, this other thing about the bill that passed in Cabinet some time ago, last week or so. In my opinion, with that bill, the past administration did a book. I put it like a book. They do their research. They wrote a book. They do all the inspections. They edit the book, and then they just put it on the shelf for years.
Caller, could I ask you something?
Yes.
Do you know what the bill is actually about?
Well, not everything, but in my listening, people are criticizing, so I'm trying to say what I understand.
Okay.
So what I understand now is that this administration come out and endorse the book. And in my understanding, the way I see it, and I could be wrong, is like a book. And UGT do all your research and so on, and now Uncle Joe come and he endorsed the book. He published the book. So and I don't know if it's
Anyway,
a big thing.
I don't think you should put a lot of emphasis into it.
No,
however, of course, until you get a thorough understanding of what is about the particular bill, and then you speak off. You understand?
Right.
Have a good morning. Have a great weekend.
Yeah,
all right.
Uncle Joe.
This is not Uncle Joe. You're speaking to GT.
GT. GT. One thing. A last thing, please. I would like to say that in my observation, looking at the town hall and listening and so on, Uncle Joe, everybody is speaking about progress and achievement in all the different platforms, different areas, different fields. But nobody is going to the mic and speak on the behalf of the senior citizens, better known as old people. And as long as I could speak and you give me permission, I will speak on the behalf of the old people. Uncle Joe, I am calling on the authority who make decision, the Prime Minister and his crew, that they'll take a deep look, consider the old people. And look, some people may ask me, where is this money coming from? The money is right there. The young people who getting $800 a month for doing nothing, take it away, give them the $300 and give the old people, because, Uncle Joe, the young people could walk. They could do something the old people cannot. Uncle Joe, I'm pleading to the government to give the old people $500 per person a month. Now, in the former administration,
Take another 10 seconds and wrap. You'll be on at least 3 minutes or more.
And I asked the Prime Minister then to give the old people $500. The Prime Minister asked me, sister, where is this money going to come from? And look at all what money doing and have done.
Caller, thank you so much. Have a great morning. Have a great weekend. 435-2041, 435-2041. It's an open line edition of To The Point. Don't forget, it's football action at the Corrali James Athletic Stadium today, folks. Grenada will play the U.S. Go on out. Don't forget, there's a lot of security protocol that will be in place. Please adhere to them. And all should be well. Go on out and support Team Grenada. Yeah, we hope they win. And then, if you can also show some love to the U.S. team also. I'm not telling you don't do that. Let's grab another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hi, GT, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, sir.
Yeah, I like what you said about to the caller, whether she knows, because that's my concern, GT. A lot of people are saying about the bill, but I don't know what the bill implies. Mm. So
I understand, and I appreciate you being honest.
Needs to be education on the bill. So how do we get it? Well, people are saying, they should oppose the bill. But what does the bill say? I don't understand. So what? Can I go and take opposing measures to the point? That's it. I don't really like to say long on. But GT, we're coming up to our 50th anniversary as a nation. I don't know there is any single thing that we can point to and say, well, we have had some improvement. But I am putting forward this proposal that for 50th we start and back, because now cleaning up our country, planting all nice hedges and fences along the street, along the roads, wherever, throughout the country. Mm-hmm. I think that will come out as a good thing. It's a start to embarking on something great. All throughout the country, because a couple years ago I passed through one village that was Boca, and I thought that was the worst kept village as far as fencing is concerned. So let's embark on that as citizens. Have a good day.
I appreciate your call a whole lot. 435-2041, and I'm happy what the caller said, because we get into that 50th, of course, anniversary of the independent nation, and we should start. We should start the preparation now. We should start the beautification now. Whatever we want to plan on doing for that 50th anniversary, we certainly start the process now. 435-2041. I see let me say good morning to all of the folks who are via the Facebook page. I see an individual is of course raving for Team USA. You have all rights to do so, sir. You have all rights to do so. I'm raving for Team Grenada. Certainly hope they come out triumphant. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, morning, GT, and morning to your listeners and to your viewers. I think the line of questioning you asked the to make callers was good. Because many times we take things without, I'm not saying that she did and she said anything wrong, but the questioning, we don't question people enough in this place. And people expect when you say something that it should be accepted as the absolute truth. From my understanding, the data protection bill was something that was, and it's meant, it's an international requirement. The EU is working on theirs. I mean, it's very contentious. But I think the opposition people have made that into a non-issue in the sense that try to confuse people when they should have really done the work that should have been done to make it law here. I wouldn't go in more details to that because I think there are other avenues for people to get clarity. But unfortunately, we believe in rumors here. We believe in spirits. We run on spirits, and rather than getting clarity, we will make a whole religion out of ignorance. Having said that, let me. I would have thought that we would have built up a greater hype for the football match tonight. And there's a caller that called this morning, and another one supported him. And I want to support that too. But I know there are rules, and he said that we should be playing the football match in the evening to have an advantage. If that is permitted, then I think we should have done that next time around, ensure that we have the advantage on home soil, because we don't have that when we go to play away matches. So I'm
sort of lost, caller. I'm sort of lost in your statement there, just a wee bit. You're saying we should have had the advantage if the game was played in the evening. Well, it's
no. He said in the throwing during the sun, when the sun is shining, so that the impact would be the geographical condition would be to our advantage.
Okay, I get where you're coming. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
A temporary climate would have it, because he made a reference to some of the matches in South America and so on, where it's played above in a high altitude and so on.
But you know, lots of football games have been played in the night. I'm here in Grenada for a wee bit now.
No, we're not thinking about the match about the night per se. It's not a question about the night, but the advantage is given the team that come in. That's a more suitable time for them.
All right. I get where you're going.
Then goes in the idea that the caller made on the earlier program, which seems to be sensible, if that is permissible. I mean, in our situation. You see, as he was saying, a lot of little things that does make a big difference in us. And sometimes we don't think, or we don't consider situation that may give us the advantage as small developing countries that doesn't have the advantage as the bigger ones.
Your point taken, caller.
Just endorsing what he said.
All right,
in that context, that we probably could look in the next time around. If we play, like for instance, we play in Canada, and we play them in the daytime rather than the nighttime, because they are accustomed. Their preferred thing would be in the evening when it's cooler. You understand?
Get your point, caller. Have a great morning and have a great weekend. Take it easy, man. All the best. 435-2041, 435. We probably could accommodate one more call before we jump into our break, which is scheduled in the next few minutes. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, we hear, but we don't listen. Listening is a skill. We have to analyze what somebody has said or even what we read. We just jump to conclusion. Here we look at one word or two words, and we say that the person who has spoken, who has written, mean that. We have to analyze what we read. We have to analyze what the people say in the speech. We even have to analyze the bill. We just cannot jump to conclusions that it's no good. And when we do those things, we should say why it's no good. This is the problem with us. Now, I strongly support when the game should play, not must play. In other words, every one of us looking for an advantage, everybody in the world. So if it's a good idea of playing it when the sun is down, sorry, I'll explain that afterwards. When the sun is down, or when the heat is real at its height, to defeat a man, you have to use strategies. Strategies. You don't have to tell anybody why you're playing it during the heat of the day. But you must have your wit to know how to handle people. You as a media, perhaps professional, you have to have your wit to know when to stop somebody or to, I wouldn't say cut off, because cut off is a bad word to say. Now, I look at people listening. A lot of people may criticize me, but I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered at all, because I know I have to look into myself and see if what I'm saying is right. And normally I know what I say because I analyze what I have to say, even while I'm speaking. This is the problem with us. Everyone criticizes. We criticize everything, but we don't look into things deeper. We have to look deeper when we criticize.
Caller, take another 10 seconds and wrap. I got to take a break.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
All right, have a good morning.
Just 10 seconds to tell you thank you very much for the time you give.
Thank you. Have a good weekend yourself. Hey, folks, we drew for a break. Let's take it. Turned out to be a pretty interesting morning. We'll come in right back. Don't touch it out.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Island Style's annual Easter clearance sale is here, and boy, do we have some exciting deals for you. Massive savings on tiles to be had with discounts from 10 to 35% off on all tiles store-wide. Buy all we have in the low stock model and watch your discounts skyrocket with a huge 15% off. Plus, get chip edge tiles for as low as $1. Yes, we're clearing out our old stock to bring in the new. And that's not all. The Easter Bunny has added extra savings on tubs, bathroom vanities, tile tools, and so much more. It won't get any better than this. Jump on these excellent deals and visit our Island Style showroom on Monroe Road in Grandans or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sale ends Holy Saturday. When you think tile, think Island Style.
Here's what customers had to say about Domus Windows and Doors.
The service was excellent with Domus.
Excellent customer service.
Just out of frustration, searching, and just came across you, and I think it was the best, one of my best find ever.
A good feature is that I didn't have to install any burglar proofing on the door because they have laminate glass.
The manufacturing time was on point.
Thanks for what you all are doing. I will continue to be a customer.
Visit Caribbean Shutters, Windows and Doors for Domus quality UPVC solutions.
welcome back, listeners and viewers. It's To The Point for today, Friday the 24th day of March. And yes, welcome back. The open line edition of To The Point for today, folks. Feel free to call. You may have a particular issue you'd like to speak of. Yes, and feel free to do so today. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Telesford. Greetings. How are you?
Doing good.
I trust that all is well with you.
For the time being, sir.
Listen, Mr. Telesford, in this here country, there's never a dull moment. You know, I listening to the comments being made and so on backward and forward, and I say to myself, I'm always oftentimes reminded of this poem written by an old English colonialist in 1802, I think it was, a fellow called Scott. He said, oh, what a tangled web we weave when forth we practice to deceive, ... And I recognize how confused we are in this here country, even more than a flammer in a red ant's nest. But yeah, this morning I'm here for that. I want to call upon the Ministry of Health because, Mr. Telesford, indeed, I don't feel old. No, indeed not. But I know that I'm getting old, and I have to. In addition, I have a condition, more than one, but the one the most serious of all is my inability to see. And so from time to time, I do have emergency. The medical and we thank the government for making this effort to refurbish the medical station. It started back then, and there it is now. I understand it is functioning. But imagine the months that it's been in service, I cannot get a telephone call into that place. And what perplexes me that you call the ministry, and they say, yes, we'll get it done, Mr. Roller will do them, we'll get it. Not for me. It is for the people. There we have a continued repetition of ineptitude, incompetence, lack of care and consideration for the rights of the people of this country. When will we end this improvisionism? When will we enhance our behavior as it relates to the way we deal with things in this here country? Until when? So I call on the Ministry of Health, get the telephone functioning. What will happen to the people of this country who have an emergency, who have emergencies? Come on, let's get above our butts and get things in this country done properly, for Christ's sake. What's the matter with you people, for Christ's sake? Have a nice day, will you, Mr. Telesford?
You too, sir. Have a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. 435-2041. Let me see if I could grab some of the comments from the Facebook page this morning. We see Cynthia is saying, those on the outside, especially those in the U.S., that's our home now. Grenada is our land of birth, but we now have an adopted home, so we have to support it. And I'm assuming she's referring to the pertaining to the football match that we'll be playing today. So they're even for Team USA, and I guess reasons because they live in the U.S. That's understandable. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Mr. JT, good morning, and how are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Pretty well.
All right. I noticed over, let us say, about 3 years or so, and even up to yesterday, there's a gentleman sitting in the Melville Street Fish Market with a bottle with some substance away from him. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what is his position there.
He's sitting with a substance.
Just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes sleeping, sometimes nodding, and he's getting paid to sit on a chair and sleep in the fish market. I don't know if he's the watchman, but he's there every day with a bottle away from him. And as far as I know, COVID is over, as far as I understand. So I'm finding out what is.
It may not be correct for you to say COVID is over, you know.
Well, okay, nobody wearing masks these days, or very few people wearing, and they don't spray, even at food fair, they don't spray anyway.
All right.
So what is his position there? That's what I'm trying to find out. With no hard feelings, it's just...
I understand, but that's a question to ask, of course.
It's just my concern. I would like to know. Sitting there and getting government money, it is not fair. Have a good weekend.
But you're still not sure if he's been paid for it, right? Not sure if he's being paid for it, so I'm not sure if to say he's sitting there and getting government money. I mean, the individual could be sitting there for whatever reason, but I can't say if he's getting paid for it. Anyway, let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Telesford, and how are you?
Doing well. How are you this morning?
I'm all right. Mr. Telesford, I was listening to a clip from the past Prime Minister last night, and he mentioned that the people that we, the Grenadian, voting, 30-something thousands of them, we find to them that they never walk anyway. These people and them was Grenadian young people, they bright, they intelligent, they prove now they could run this country. And you govern this country for years. Of all people, Mr. Opposition Leader, you should be ashamed of yourself to come and read national radio and say these people and them never get a walk. Because this young group of people didn't want it to cut bush on the side of the road, they deserve better than that. And the Grenadian people of this country see that they need a job. So they vote them in office to run the affairs of this country. And we beg of you, please, join with these young people and share your experience with them that they could be better young people, and don't go and bash them on your national radio and TV. It's a shame to do that to the young people. And you both years, you run this country for years, that you love young people. So you should look for these young people and give them a job. You didn't do it. The Grenadian people give them. So please let them do their work. If you feel to join to help them, you're free to do it. But don't go and criticize them like that. Give the young people a chance. These people and them could have choose to be in gang and to do, thank God they didn't get a job, but they never go and sell drugs. They never do nothing wrong. They wait, and the people of this country vote them in to run the affairs of this country. So give them a chance.
Thank you, Kola. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Let me see if we can hold on to some of the comments there right now from the Facebook page. And we have Ernesto is saying, I happened to listen to a video with the opposition leader at a town hall he held to address the concerns of things happening under the present administration. I was taken by the venom that came from the opposition leader, saying that if he knew they were going to lose the election, he would have left all the monies in the treasury. He wouldn't have left all the monies in the treasury. Also, a bunch of hungry people who never had a job in their lives. I can't believe the things I was hearing from the past leader who ruled for 23 years plus. For 20 plus years, that's where it should go, in government, instead of joining in hands with the administration to build Grenada, is still bitter that he lost the election and is now in the passenger seat with a new driver, Dickon Mitchell. And we have for you, of course, A Nice. That's the name of the person, A Nice. And is saying, for me, it doesn't matter where I live. I'm a Grenadian and rooting for Grenada every time. Via Cynthia is also chiming in saying COVID is over. Exactly. What I said, Grenada was the only country without COVID. No, I hear I'm here to confirm. Well, trying to decipher where she's going with that. Let's grab another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Good morning to you, caller. Good morning to you, caller. Guess that caller is not paying attention or not interested in being in part of the program this morning. 435-2041, 435. Still going through the comments from the Facebook page this morning. Let me see if there's anyone earlier in one of the comments that I need to throw out this morning. Let's grab a caller. Caller, good morning.
Yes, JT, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I called you yesterday when you had the officers or the day whenever it was. I'm talking about the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's the appropriate time to talk about the sidewalk. Let's hear it.
Right. So I think something serious needs to be done because at least the past administration didn't do anything, and this one coming now, and it seems to go in the same way. Because it's very difficult for senior citizens to walk in town. You know it too.
Caller, could you have the radio or whatever in the background lowered, please?
Turn it down, yeah, and it's very difficult for people to walk in town on the sidewalk. And sometimes if you pass and you bounce these people and then they're cussing you, they're telling you all different kind of things. So it's real difficult because the sidewalk is made for people to walk, it's not for people to vend. So they need to move them off of there as quickly as possible because in the event that somebody has to walk in the road, sometimes a vehicle come in and they might just get licked down, and that might be the end of them, and then something else will happen. So I think the authorities need to take a big step, because whenever any other things is happening, they put in the laws for a while and then it's gone, and then the serious one is continue to just roll along. So I just wish they will do something about it sooner or later. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful weekend.
You too, sir. Have a great day.
You did have a wonderful week with your program. I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day yourself, and have a great weekend to come. 435-2041. I think we drew for a break inside this segment. Let's take it. We come back with more of your phone calls. Stay with us, folks. We're coming right back.
Kerani James blazed the tracks at the National Stadium. Anderson Peters dominated at the same venue. Both were elite athletes before moving on to the international circuit. Grenada, the pursuit of glory has returned as secondary schools are back on the track and in the field. And GBN is here to shine the spotlight on our emerging stars. Join us for the live broadcast of the annual Intercall Games on GBN television. Coverage begins 9 a.m. on March 28th. 3 days, 74 events, 23 schools, 2 champions to be crowned. Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletics Championship, March 28th, 29th, and the 30th at the Kerani James Athletic Stadium. GBN, with you, everywhere and anywhere.
Made possible by Guardian General Insurance, Rubis, get going, Dasani Water and Power Aid, and the National Lotteries Authority.
And engage with the experts, help to find common solutions for common problems during this COVID situation. We fight it to protect our livelihood across the nation. This is for we to learn, share ideas and concerns, to live life like we deserve. We must change we mindset first. Build strong economies, closer societies. We all have a duty. CEF is for me and you. Beyond COVID, CEF is for me and you. Caribbean Economic Forum.
Mr. mentioned the wing high, then you have things like manual must come back, you know. We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. 435-2041, 435-2041. It's to the point for today, Friday, our final program for this week. And it's an open line edition. Let's go to the phone line, entertain another caller. Let's see what this caller has to offer. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, GT, I beg, please, to give me a little time. I forgot to say something.
Well, you just have about a minute I will give you for this then.
Yes.
Let's go right
I
ahead.
listened to the opposition leader with the town hall meeting too. And GT, I want to say to the opposition leader, please, you had your time. You didn't do nothing to help the poor people, the poverty, from poverty. Relax now. Get all your riches, what you have, out of we poor people. And humble yourself. Repent unto God. Now I want to say to you, you have the people, are you feeling sorry or whatever? You have the poor people in the poverty state there is today. And you did nothing. You had the opportunity. You build yourself. Relax yourself now, man. How much is enough?
All right, caller. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. It's the open line edition of To The Point this morning. Let's grab a couple of the comments from the Facebook page this morning. Now we have, that's Unette is saying, The older folks complaining the younger people don't want to work. The group of young people step up, and some people still not satisfied. They drag them, especially the ex-leader, give them a chance to lead, and then judge. We are all humans, and we are going to make mistakes, but it's how we fix it. That's a comment there on the Facebook page. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, and you're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. You're live on To the Point. Go ahead with your comment or question you would like to ask. Go right ahead. Seems like the caller is not paying attention or not listening to me via the telephone. 435-2041. When you call, please listen to me via the telephone. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Telesford.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Telesford, I want to give some little things as an elder. Now, for the longest while, I've been watching the television and seeing things that's hurt my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about the thing that happened in Guelph with the fella that get his death. You know, as a citizen and as a mother and a grandmother, I think some of us that in authorities, it's like we're just waiting for things to happen to make a big fuss of it. Because for the longest while, this place they call Gun Battle is existed. They have a police station right in Guelph. And those who is elder than me know the history of Guelph. My mother was from Guelph. She tell me the history. For the longest while, Guelph had a name. Some used to call it Charlottetown. Now they call it Gun Battle. And so much of thing happening there. I too, when I used to go up in Guelph and I heard there, I used to run because they have a stigma. Now that young fellow will die 30 years there. That people coming around, and then sometimes the outside world seeing us, and we don't even know what we're doing. It is sad. It is sad to see a young boy in youth being gunned down. I wasn't there. They said the man, after they shoot him, they're kicking him up, and everybody surround them. What are we doing at the law force? What are we doing to help out these things? You know, everything is gone. Look, we have to send them some people down in St. Lucia now to help. We got to do something better than that. Instead of calling every man in and condemning, what go gone? And let us come together. Let us join with each other. Let us put love. I did say, bring down the power of love. The love that will heal a nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you also, caller. Thank you for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's move over to the WhatsApp. Let me see if there's any comments via the WhatsApp this morning. I'm not seeing any comments there for now, but we do have another caller. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hi, Judy. Morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, Judy, I just called to clarify something there. Some people were calling and say that the match between Grenada and USA should be played in the day. That is an international game, and it is broadcast live through ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the question where we here can decide what time. Just last night, I was watching one of the stations, and there were 4 games, one after the other. Barbados played Cuba, followed by our other team. I think by the 11 o'clock, the other game was going on. Mm-hmm. So that is how it is. It is not a question where Grenada could decide that we want to play 10 or 11. It is an international fixture which has been organized by CONCACAF. So what you find is that because it is broadcast live, right, that's the reason why, and you know, if you look at cricket, certain times we play cricket here starting 12 o'clock in the hot sun, nobody watching. But it's been broadcast back to India at daytime. So that's what I say. You know, so people always wonder why we're not playing at that time. It's an international fixture which is run by FIFA. So thanks.
Thank you for your contribution this morning, and a bit of a clarification that you helped, of course, who folks may not have understand. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's see what Ernesto has to say once again via the Facebook page. Yesterday in the news, we heard about the raid in Monterich. And I applaud the RGPF for a great job, and will I would like them to continue on a regular basis. And as we know, Monkridge has been a hotspot for drugs, as I recall, as a student going to St. Patrick's Anglican School, witnessing the amount of, being burnt after many raids in the field in Monkridge. So Monkridge has always been a hotspot for that, and the harder is visiting the communities. Well, I'll give you all the details of what's been written, but certainly understand where the individual is coming from in the comment that they are making there. 435-2041. It's an open line edition for To The Point here on K105 and GBN TV. Scrolling through some of the comments still, see if there's any comment that needs to be thrown up this morning. And don't forget, folks, may I remind you, football later on today. It starts at 8 p.m., I understand, at the Kirandi James Athletic Stadium. So folks can go on out, support Team Grenada. I am urging you to do that. If you want to give the U.S. team your support, feel free to do so also. Yeah, do so, folks. 435-2041. Moving up, we have approximately 20 more minutes left on today's program. So it's an open line edition this morning. Certainly feel free to do so, folks. So as I mentioned, as we do open line, you feel free to call in, share your views, your concerns. As I always indicate, if there's something positive out there that you want to throw out, feel free to do that also. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. I'm calling to wish the Grenada team good luck with 7 members from the Paradise Football Club.
Great.
Especially my neighbor, Jeremy Richardson, better known as NASA. He's a goalkeeper. Big up Paradise Football Club and big up Grenada. Must win.
All right.
And Jesse, I want them to be very quick with his light on the bridge. Because the guy on the bridge, he does catch a fit. And it's about time they do that light on the bridge to get rid of him. Because I don't want no spirit in my face. Because I'm sitting down every day and watch him on the bridge, and the feet just take him sometimes twice a day. And I want the police to do something. Send a warden on the bridge and let the boy go home. Have a good weekend, my brother.
You two have a great day and a great weekend to come. 435-2041. All right. So she started the caller there saying, I call the team, a lot of the players, at least 7 of them are from a particular club here in Grenada that's on the team. So, we all raving for Team Grenada. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. Good morning.
Good morning to you, man.
That last caller, she highlighted the whole history because that guy on the bridge, I keep talking about that guy on the bridge. Nobody's listening. But my point this morning is that about that clip that GBN did on that killing in I think in Gun Battle, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this lady that they interviewed. And she said that she showed it was not drugs or money, but his bad mind what caused the young man death. And I was kind of shocked that, that bad mind was so bad. For somebody to take a boat, as they say, the news say, came into that area and give that young man so much a bullet for just bad mind. I mean, she was so sure. I mean, she might have information leading to that matter because she was so sure it wasn't drugs or money. I'm kind of shocked they didn't pick up as yet. I'm not saying that I didn't realize bad man was so bad. What I say, brother.
All right, man. You two have a good day yourself. 435-2041. 435-2041. All right, folks. I see someone on the Valley Facebook page is asking what time this game starts at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. tonight. Here, that's local time. So get ready, head on down to the National Stadium, or those of you who will be viewing via the ESPN, tuning and certainly rave for Team Grenada. All right. Let's take up some peeks at some of the comments once again via the Facebook page. I see someone is calling. I will entertain you shortly. Lately, our neighbors in the Caribbean take a turn to the worse in terms of the rise in that violence and crime executed in execution style. And we now seen that it reaches our shores with the rise in crime and gun violence, which we learned that the last victim came from Guav. I am calling on the RGPF to randomly search on the streets of Grenada. And I know lots of people will be against the action taken by the RGPF, but we have to do something before we start losing our young people to gun violence and crimes that are dominating some of the countries around us. We due for a break. Let's take it. That's 15 minutes moving out before the top of the hour. Our final break in the program for today. We come back with the final segment after the break. Stay with us, folks, here on To The Point, the open line edition for today, Friday.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy.
To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal.
When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. It's To The Point for today, Friday the 24th, the open line edition. Let's go to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. No, Chief, I'll say something, yeah?
Would you mind lowering the radio in the background for me?
That's better?
Much better, much better.
Good. No, I mean, I just think we just keep on going out in circles, you know. And we enjoy we enjoy doing it, you know. Trust me, because I don't listen. What I mean, this thing is just keep on crime and violence. You just keep on escalating, and I mean, the authorities know those. I mean, from the lowest level to the highest level, they know what we need to do is to engage each other in open and honest discussion about these things. You know, put the issues on the table and you know, let's all of us come together and discuss these things because all of us is at risk. The big, the small, the low, the high, everybody is at risk with this thing. So this is what we need. This is what we need to do. It's not passing legislation and passing laws because the thing about it is, listen, we cannot. You there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
We cannot legislate the minds of people. Okay? Absolutely not.
Caller, let me ask you something. If you're open to listening. If there's an opportunity that presents itself to you, where you can give an advice in terms of what could be done to cease the level of violence that we see taking place in Grenada, what sort of advice would you offer?
But Chief, that's what I'm just saying to you. Let us engage each other in open and honest discussion about things.
I understand what you said, but I was just asking if you were given the opportunity to do so, what advice would you offer?
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay, man. All right.
Exactly. Engage, you there?
I'm here. I'm listening.
Engage each other in open and honest discussion, and is not passing laws because we see even in right in our back door, right? There's umpteen among the laws, right? They're not short of passing laws. No, you know, I mean, it's not equipping. We're talking about equipping the police with all kind of up to date, all kind of modern equipment. But that's not where the answer lies. Engage each other in open and honest discussion, and let us put the issues on the table, involving everybody, and let us reach out at a good measure, so everybody could understand their role and everybody could know where the answer lies. But you see, the authority just believe in passing laws and passing legislation. Do it so, don't do it so, do it so, don't do it so, but that,
All right, caller, thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. I think still you didn't answer my question, though, but anyway, let's take another caller this morning. It's a great morning. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning.
It sounds like I'm a recording great to be done. We seem not to be listening, we seem not to be understanding the times we are living in. And I would always say, God cannot lie. The Word of God says that in the latter days, violence will be great in the earth. And that's why everywhere, north, south, east, and west of the planet, is violence and crime. So related is nothing expensive. We are part of the world. What people need to do is to realize if what the Bible says is coming to pass, what we need to do is to turn to God. Regardless of who do not want to hear it and want to rebut with their devilish stuff, we need God, not only creator in the world. And I was reading something in the Old Testament, which is about King David. King David was a leader of Israel, and he did something that God had said he should not have done. When he told the army general what to do, the army general told him, no, this is prohibited by God. He said, he's king. What he said goes. So they did it. Thousands and thousands of people died as a consequence.
Caller, take another 30 seconds and wrap, please. We're going to stop for time.
What we found are hard. Cause a lot of things, and what we have in other countries. So people need to turn to God from the leadership, go right down, and then you will see a change in things in the world.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435. We have 6 minutes moving up before the top of the hour. We're getting set to wrap today's program up, folks. Let's take a caller. Could be our final caller for this morning. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Good morning to you, caller.
Yeah, morning, GT again. And ask a question, one of your callers, what you would suggest in terms of solution. It's not always easier because the thing about it that crime and violence pays. It's a big industry. So, and we have also always known of incidents where outsiders have come in and injured our people. And also, some people have lost their life over the years at sea. And some of us know how these things happen. Some of us benefit from the activities. So it's very difficult. If we had to have honest, frank discussion, some of us would have to show up ourselves, our engagement in those things. So, but we need to do something, and it would not be solved by reactivity, which we tend to as a people.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be honest, and to be honest, and not be honest just in the words you say to others, but you're honest in yourself. And maybe we need to examine and see we do suffer from what Pope Francis called isolated consciences.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. 435-2041. We may be able to entertain maybe just one more caller if it comes really. I want to say thanks to Ernesto. Have a great weekend yourself and rave for Team Grenada. All right? Yeah, I'm certainly will be raving for Team Grenada later. I'm considering being at the game. I want to thank all who contributed thus far to the of course to the program for the morning. And let's entertain my final call. I did say my previous caller was my final one, but let's take this one finally. Finally, caller, good morning. Good morning to you, caller. Guess the caller has left. Anyway, hey folks, that's what we're going to take a wrap for today's program. Thanks once again for all who contributed for the entire week. The individuals may have called for the entire week every time because most of this week we did had open line for the entire week, with the exception of yesterday when we did had the Royal Grenada Police Force and our particular departments between the Royal Grenada Police Force we had in yesterday. We didn't have the whole force in, I know. We didn't have the entire force, so we had a particular department. Folks, thanks once again. Join me next week for another edition of To The Point. It was a great week, folks, and thanks once again. Hey, have a great weekend. Come be safe in whatever you do. Look out for yourself and others. Have a good one, folks. Certainly wish you a great day today. That's why I say goodbye for this edition of To The Point. Blessing goes out to one and all. That's why I say goodbye.